The global shift toward sustainable power is no longer a distant goal. It is a fast-moving reality. But for those leading the charge, a critical question remains. Is your internal infrastructure moving as fast as the market? When you manage sales in the renewable energy sector, you aren't just selling a product. You are selling a long-term vision, a complex financial model, and a multi-year partnership. In this environment, traditional sales tactics often fall short. The stakes are high, the sales cycles are long, and the stakeholders are numerous. This is where the right technology becomes a competitive necessity. Specifically, using HubSpot CRM to refine sales management in the renewable energy industry can be the difference between a project that powers a city and one that stalls in a spreadsheet. Why renewable energy sales require a different approach. Selling solar arrays, wind turbines, or battery storage solutions is vastly different from selling software or consumer goods. You face unique hurdles that require a specialized touch. Long and variable sales cycles. A typical renewable energy project can take anywhere from 6 months to several years to close. During this time, the lead might pass through various hands, from initial marketing contact to engineering audits and final financial approval. How do you keep the momentum alive over 18 months? Complex stakeholder management. In this industry, you aren't just talking to one person. You are dealing with landowners, local government officials, grid operators, and corporate CFOs. Each has different concerns. Your sales management system must track these distinct conversations without losing the big picture of the deal. Regulatory and technical hurdles. Every project depends on external factors like government subsidies, zoning laws, and grid capacity. If your sales team doesn't have immediate access to the latest regulatory data or site audit notes, the deal can fall apart during the messy middle of the funnel. The growth is undeniable. According to the International Energy Agency, IEA, renewable capacity additions surged by almost 50% to nearly 510 gigawatts GW in 2023. This is the fastest growth rate in 2 decades. With this much volume entering the market, manual processes are no longer sustainable. Building a robust pipeline for sales management in the renewable energy industry. A generic sales pipeline usually follows a path like lead, meeting, proposal, closed. In the renewable world, that is far too simple. To truly optimize sales management in the renewable energy industry, your HubSpot pipeline should mirror the actual technical milestones of your projects. Defining custom deal stages. To gain true visibility, consider stages that reflect the reality of energy projects. Initial inquiry, site identification. The lead is qualified based on location and energy needs. Feasibility study, technical audit. Engineers assess the site. Proposal and financial modeling, showing the ROI and PPA power purchase agreement terms. Permitting and regulatory review, navigating the legal requirements. Contract negotiation, finalizing the legal and financial terms. Handoff to operations, moving from sales to installation. By using these specific stages in HubSpot, sales managers can see exactly where bottlenecks occur. Is the team getting stuck at the permitting stage, or are proposals taking too long to generate? Data-driven insights allow you to fix the process rather than just blaming the sales reps. Accurate revenue forecasting. Because projects take a long time, forecasting is notoriously difficult. HubSpot allows you to assign a win probability to each stage. For example, a project at the feasibility study stage might have a 20% chance of closing, while one in contract negotiation has an 80% chance. This gives your leadership team a realistic view of future cash flow, which is vital for ordering hardware and managing labor. Bridging the gap, automating the MQL to SQL handoff. One of the biggest leaks in the sales funnel happens when a lead moves from marketing qualified lead, to sales qualified lead. In the renewable sector, a lead might download a white paper on solar tax credits but not be ready for a sales call yet. How do you know when to reach out? Lead scoring. HubSpot's lead scoring tool allows you to assign points based on a prospect's actions. Plus 10 points for visiting the pricing page. Plus 20 points for downloading a technical site assessment checklist. Plus 50 points for requesting a quote. Once a lead hits a certain threshold, HubSpot can automatically notify a sales rep. This ensures that your team spends time on the most sales-ready prospects, maximizing their efficiency. Research shows that companies that automate lead management see a 10% or greater increase in revenue in 6 to 9 months. Seamless communication. When the handoff happens, the sales rep should see every interaction the lead had with the marketing team. They should know which blog posts the lead read and which webinars they attended. This context allows for a warm start to the conversation, which is crucial for building the trust required in the energy sector. Empowering teams with HubSpot sales. Hub sales management in the renewable energy industry isn't just about tracking deals. It's about giving your team the tools to win. HubSpot Sales Hub provides several features that simplify the daily grind for sales reps. Sequences for persistent follow-up. In renewables, no often just means not yet. Perhaps the budget hasn't been approved, or the legislation is still pending. Sales sequences allow reps to schedule a series of personalized emails and tasks. If a prospect doesn't reply to the first email, the system automatically sends a follow-up 3 days later. This ensures that no lead falls through the cracks, even during a 2-year sales cycle. Playbooks for consistency. As you scale, you need every rep to perform like your best rep. HubSpot playbooks allow you to build interactive scripts and checklists. When a rep is on a discovery call with a potential wind farm developer, the playbook guides them through the essential questions. What is the local grid interconnection status? Are there any protected species on the land? What is the primary motivation? ESG goals or cost savings? Tracking document engagement. When you send a 50-page technical proposal, you usually have no idea if the prospect actually read it. With HubSpot, you get a notification the moment they open the document. You can even see which pages they spent the most time on. If they spent 10 minutes on the financing options page but skipped the technical specs, you know exactly what to focus on in your next call. Data, the secret ingredient for sales leaders. The era of gut feeling sales management is over. Today, the most successful energy companies run on data. Gartner identifies that 65% of B2B sales organizations will transition from intuition-based to data-driven selling by 2026. By using HubSpot's reporting dashboard, sales managers can answer critical questions instantly. Which lead sources produce the highest ROI? Are you getting better deals from LinkedIn or from trade shows? What is the average sales velocity? How many days does it take to move from an initial lead to a signed contract? Where is the deal leak? At what stage are we losing the most prospects? When you have these answers, you can make informed decisions about where to invest your budget and how to train your team. Integrating the tech stack for a 360-degree view. Renewable energy projects involve many moving parts. Your CRM should not be an island. To truly optimize sales management in the renewable energy industry, you need to integrate HubSpot with your other essential tools. ERP and project management. Once a deal is closed-won, the work is only beginning. By integrating HubSpot with tools like Jira, Asana, or specialized energy ERPs, you can automatically create a new project. This ensures that the engineering team has all the notes the sales team collected during the discovery phase. Alignment with marketing. When sales and marketing work in the same system, the friction disappears. Marketing can see which campaigns are actually driving closed deals, and sales can provide real-time feedback on lead quality. This marketing approach creates a unified front that is much more effective at converting skeptical prospects. Overcoming the challenges of CRM implementation. We know that implementing a new system can be daunting. Many companies fear that a CRM will just be more data entry for their busy reps. However, the key is to focus on the value the system provides to the user, not just the manager. Mobile-first selling. Renewable sales reps are often in the field, visiting sites or meeting with officials. The HubSpot mobile app allows them to scan business cards, update deal stages, and record voice notes immediately after a meeting. This keeps the data clean without forcing the rep to sit at a desk for hours at the end of the week. Starting small and scaling. You don't have to automate everything on day one. Start by getting your contacts into the system and defining your deal stages. Once the team is comfortable, introduce sequences, then lead scoring, and finally advanced reporting. Why quality sales management matters for the planet. At its core, the work you do is vital. Every closed deal represents a step toward a more sustainable world. But a noble mission isn't enough to sustain a business. You need efficiency, clarity, and a scalable process. Optimizing sales management in the renewable energy industry through HubSpot CRM isn't just about hitting your numbers. It's about removing the friction that stands between a great idea and a functioning power plant. When your sales process is clear, your team is empowered, and your data is accurate, you can focus on what really matters: building the future of energy. The messy middle of the sales funnel doesn't have to be a place where deals go to die. With the right tools and a strategic approach, it can be the place where your company proves its value and secures its growth. Partnering for success. Navigating the complexities of HubSpot implementation and sales strategy requires a partner who understands both the technology and the unique demands of your industry. This is where expertise meets execution. Aspiration Marketing specializes in helping renewable energy companies bridge the gap between marketing and sales. We don't just set up a CRM, we help you build a revenue engine. From automating the MQL to SQL handoff, to designing custom pipelines that reflect your technical reality, we ensure your HubSpot instance is a driver of growth, not just a digital filing cabinet. If you are ready to move away from messy spreadsheets and toward a data-driven sales strategy, we are here to help. Let's work together to optimize your sales management and help your renewable energy business reach its full potential.